Up front, TikTok has been taking down or muting a lot of our videos within minutes of them being posted. If you're seeing this video and it's muted, you can also find it on our YouTube and Facebook. What's up, fam of Liberty, and everyone else watching this video who isn't following our channel for some mystifying, stupefying reason? It's your new best friend, Big Sarge, or the artist formerly known as Admin Tim, founder of the Sons of Liberty. If you're new to our channel, then let me go ahead and get this out of the way. Fuck Donald Trump and fuck MAGA traitors. This ain't no safe space for a bootlicking simps for a Wish.com fascist oligarch and wannabe authoritarian tyrant. Now that you know where I stand on things, maybe consider following the channel after you watch this video. A lot of you have asked me what are my opinions as a combat veteran on whether or not Trump would use the military on American citizens, and would the military be complicit in that? So the answer that I've given tends to vary depending on what the phrasing of the question may be. Trump's campaign website, Agenda 47, took a number of Project 2025's white papers on various subjects. I've done several videos on Project 2025 and Agenda 47, and the one thing that Agenda 47, which is a Trump campaign's platform, is to purge the military of woke, left-wing Democrats. That's direct phrasing, it's not hyperbole. For you MAGA fuckface ass clowns watching this, hyperbole is a synonym, which is another big word that you probably don't know, and it means that it's an exaggerated statement not meant to be taken lightly. Stop me if any of the other words are too big for your Kool-Aid addled brain. Anyway, so if you're not familiar with how the military works, a lot of very senior enlisted and officer ranks are basically firmly entrenched in the military, and it takes something like an act of Congress to do anything about it. That's why you see generals and command sergeants major getting away with shit that would be a dishonorable discharge for, say, someone in the E4 Mafia, or for you crayon eaters, the Lance Corporal Underground. Velveeta Voldemort could essentially purge any general and flag officer just by basically telling them they're fired. It's almost literally that easy, and because of Schedule F employee changes that are coming, Trump can basically put into place the bootlicking toadies that will do what he says and run interference when he starts firing people. And don't forget, all you vet bros out there, we all know tons of shitty leaders who will selfishly throw people under the bus and do any number of misdeeds and integrity violations just to get higher up the ladder. So my answer to whether or not the military would follow Trump's orders basically hinged on the fact that senior officers would stand up and say no. If Trump purges them from the military, which he absolutely promised to do and wrote into his campaign platform, the odds of the military following Trump's unlawful orders will go way up. And before anyone gets in my comments talking about, "But Sarge, you can refuse an unlawful order," let me ask you, truthfully, have you ever seen anyone defy a lawful order and get away with it? The military is a lot of things, both good and bad, and it draws a lot of good people, but it also draws a lot of dumbasses who will unhesitatingly do whatever they're told. That's kind of how the military works. We train incessantly so that everything comes as a reflexive reaction. And all you super woke lefties that never served, I don't want to hear your derisive scorn. If you've never been in combat, then your opinion on this subject is invalid. We train to make things a natural reflexive reaction because running away from gunfire is the natural reaction. Wanting to hide behind bulletproof objects is the natural reaction. When the shooting starts, you want to guarantee as many trained riflemen as you can get will instinctively react the way their training has taught them. The same usually goes for following orders. And let's be honest, with the heightened rhetoric about liberals being the enemy within, and with MAGA efforts to vilify anyone, including other Republicans who don't toe the line, swallow orange cream, and parrot whatever insane gibberish they tell you, it's not like they haven't spent the past 9 years effectively turning half of this country into their enemy. Now, speaking of the enemy within, I've had a few triggered bootlicking simps slide into the comments talking about, "Hey, dude, taken out of context." And let me just, you know what, just shut the actual fuck up, you clown. Here is the direct quote from Trump's interview on Fox News. "I think the bigger problem is the enemy from within. We have some very bad people. We have some sick people, radical left lunatics, and I think they're the big problem. And it should be very easily handled by, if necessary, by National Guard, or if really necessary, by the military, because they can't let that happen." Guess what news channel plays on every TV on every military base? Fox News. Guess which Fox News commentator is a former National Guard officer, although a very mediocre one? Pete Hegseth. So all these dudes on military bases who've seen this rapey douche bro who's now part of the broligarchy, they see him appointed to the Secretary of Defense and they think, "Hey, I know that guy." And they're going to do whatever he says. The ones that don't get thrown into the brig, brought up on charges, or drummed out of the service, they probably don't know very many of their upline leaders. They know, like, their squad leader, their platoon sergeant, their first sergeant, their company commander, the battalion sergeant major, the battalion commander. That's about it. They might not be able to identify by sight their brigade or regimental or division commander, but they definitely know who the fuck Pete Hegseth is because he's on their fucking TV. And that is the senior most dude in the military, the Secretary of Defense. So what hope do we have? Well, number one, the resistance begins with us. I'm not saying that you have to go out and buy a gun or steal a tank or whatever. What I am saying is that we need to have an organized body of American citizens who make it clear that we're not going to be run over. We're not going to be fucking steamrolled. You stand the fuck up, you sound the fuck off, and you don't take any shit from any Trump cultist. And you make it clear to military leaders who end up getting kicked out by Trump and every other left-wing woke Democrat in uniform that there's a place for these guys in our resistance movement. And if shit hits the fan and Trump decides to protect himself from American citizens and American justice by weaponizing America's finest, that all those people in uniform have a firm backstop to rest against so that they have the peace of mind knowing that we support them saying, no, Donald, fuck you, you draft-dodging, cowardly, incompetent, ass-clown, jackwagon fuckface. And if it comes down to it, fuck it, we ball. I'm on your left. DeWajo, go ahead, Mr. FBI man, put me on a list. Check it twice. Fuck around and find out who's naughty or nice. Obligatory disclaimers. The resistance starts with us. To that end, we've begun organizing local Sons of Liberty chapters by region. We're doing all of this on the Sons of Liberty Discord server because social media CEOs like capitalist pig Mark Zuckerberg and apartheid Andy can't deplatform us there or mute or censor our content. Discord started out as a program for gamers, but even if you're not a gamer, you can still hang out with the Sons of Liberty admin team on our official Discord, and it has a lot of different other functions that we use. You can fight with other angry liberals, you can learn about self-defense and home defense and arming yourself, get updates from our social media. I should point out that our Discord can be ping heavy thanks to the webhooks that we use to integrate our social media notifications, but you can disable those, and if you need assistance with that, let me know on Discord. Submit a trouble ticket. I got a whole ass video on how to Discord. The invite link to Discord is in the Throatpunch at the end of this video. It's also in the YouTube video description and in the TikTok and YouTube channel descriptions. Don't send me a message on Facebook asking how to get on Discord. Don't ask in the comments section anywhere or message me asking if we have a chapter in such and such town. Get on Discord. I don't talk about that shit in public. I don't talk about OPSEC issues, and that's a fucking OPSEC issue. And if you don't know what that is, I have a whole ass video on OPSEC. And a lot of you that are on Discord need to go back and watch that shit because some of y'all be putting some dumb shit on Discord. If you like the shirts or the hoodie that I wear in my videos, some of them, but not all of them, are available in the Sons of Liberty merch store, which is listed in the link tree on our TikTok and YouTube channel description. On YouTube, it's also in the video description. I just dropped some new merch last night. If you like our video content, I'd appreciate it if you'd follow us on every other social media platform that you have. That includes our Safe for Work OnlyFans, which is currently safe for work, but may not be in the future. Who the fuck knows? On YouTube and TikTok, we'd also appreciate it if you'd subscribe, like, and get notifications on our channel. A little bit of a different process on TikTok, but if you're on TikTok, then you already knew that. You can help us extend our reach by sharing our video content on all of your socials. And you can help us beat the algorithm by leaving us at least 7 words in our comments section, because Deftones reference. But also that's how the algorithm works. I explain this in tons of other videos. I made it to the end. Big Sarge is actually like 8 words. So if you're an overachiever, congratulations. Type that if you can't think of anything else. And I put these obligatory disclaimers at the end of most of my videos. Not all of them, but quite a few of them, because there are plenty of people who come across my video for the very first time and they don't know all this other stuff. If you already know all this stuff, then just sit back and listen to the soothing sounds of my voice. Or skip to the end, I don't care. Just timestamps on YouTube. I can't do anything about TikTok because TikTok, number one, TikTok doesn't support all that. And number two, the motherfuckers keep muting and deleting my content. So fuck communist China. I said it. What now, bitch? 2 claps and a Rick. Leave me a comment. Woo! And now it's time for the Throatpunch! Yes, this is a guitar tablature reference. Yes, it's a music nerd reference. No, I'm not going to explain it. Somebody else can explain it. But if you can't figure out what that means, ask somebody. And yes, I'm a filthy fucking pervert. And no, I don't fucking care.